So, I just came back from watching Divergent, the adaptation of Veronica Roth's book, and gosh, I'm on this high, this buzz right now that I have been on for the past half hour since I got out of the movie, and I don't know when it's gonna stop. I'm just so pleased. I'm just so pleased with the entire thing. I'm gonna apologize in advance for how many times I'm probably going to sit and definitely probably going to say so good, because I don't know how else to describe it. I can't adequately describe how good this movie was. I went in with really high hopes, really high expectations, just because the cast is so good, and just because I love this series, and so I really expected greatness from it, and I feel 100% that this is what I got. This movie was so well done. If you're struggling whether or not to go see it, it's decided. You need to go see this. You need to go see Divergent. It is so good. It's so good. It's so good. I can't even, ugh. Anyway, but yeah, I felt that the cinematography, the production value was fantastic. I felt that the acting was spot on, that the casting was perfection. Just that it was everything that I hoped and dreamed and imagined in my head when I was reading those books. And I feel like they describe, it's a very complicated world, and they really describe it and explain everything that you're going to need to know in order to understand what is going on. It's a very complex thing, and it's explained very well. So I feel like if you didn't read the books, and all you know about this is what you see in the commercials, the trailers, I feel like you're gonna be fine. Just pay attention, you'll be fine. I'm hot. I'm just so excited about this. Yeah, it was fantastic. I give this 6 out of 5 stars. The things that they left out that I really picked up on, I've really noticed. Just minutes after watching the movie, I still haven't picked up on a lot of things, but the only things I've noticed they left out were very minor things that that didn't affect the story, didn't affect the quality of the retelling in any way. So yeah, I highly suggest this movie. It was so good, so good, so good. Alright, so that's enough for the non-spoilery section. I'm gonna start talking about the movie now, so bye, all of you who haven't seen the movie and are going to. I'm so happy. So happy. Anyway, so yeah. I'm gonna rant for a second. If you haven't read the last book and you are planning to, or any hasn't been spoiled for you, just mute for a minute, and then I'll give you a thumbs up again when it's safe to turn the sound back on. So, after seeing this movie, I really don't know if I'm going to be able to watch the third one. I don't know if I'm dauntless enough to watch what happens, and I don't know if I can. I'm not going to handle it. I'm not going to be able to handle her death. When her mom dies at the end, and I was tearing up because I was like, oh my god, she is so good, she's just breaking my heart right now. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle the third one. I'm really scared right now. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle that. I don't know if I'm gonna be strong enough to and brave enough to deal with the third movie. Yeah. So, we'll see. Alright. It's safe again. So, okay. So, on to the movie. Yeah, the only thing that I can think of that they left out, big stuff, is Uriah. They did have his name, on the board of, the ranking and stuff, so I was like, oh, Oh, I'm like, that's right. I'm like, so he does exist. Good. And then there was one part when a boy, kind of fitting his description, comes up to her and like invites her to do the ziplining thing. So I'm kind of hoping that they introduce him more into the second movie, in Insurgent, because I know he has more of a part in the second book and third. So I'm hoping that he is included, because I was kind of disappointed that he wasn't really, he was kind of left out. Looking back on the book, I don't really remember much that happened in the book that didn't happen in the movie. They hit all of the major scenes, all the scenes I could remember, all the scenes that were noteworthy that I can think of. It was done beautifully in every way, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't. It was perfect. I felt like they did a really great job of explaining the really complicated world that they have here into a way that new people who haven't read the book and don't understand what's going on could understand. Because I was really worried about that, and I know some of my friends haven't gone to see it yet. Heard that, oh, well, it's really complicated, and, so-and-so didn't read the book, and they don't understand what's going on. But I feel like that's not true, because, I felt like they touched on all the really important details. They weren't just like, oh yeah, there's factions and we gotta pick one. But they would go back and they really quickly explained, thoroughly explained, made everything very simple to understand. So I was really impressed by that. I felt that the relationship between Triss and Four wasn't rushed, and it took a natural kind of course, which I was really worried about originally, because I didn't want it to seem like it just insta love, and no, it was done really it had an appropriate speed to it, and yeah, let's just take a moment to appreciate Theo James. He was great. Like he did Four perfectly. I can't. He was so good. He was so good at being Four. Shailene Woodley, I think she did a great job getting to kind of the personality through of Triss, and yeah, and like I said before, she's such a great actress, and it was such a welcome surprise to me, because I haven't seen anything with her before. So yeah, I was really happy to see that she handled that very deep character so eloquently. The backgrounds to the city, the way it's kind of crumbling, and the areas for the different factions were perfect. I felt like they were exactly how I would have pictured them in my head. One thing that was surprising to me was the wall, the fence around the city. In my head, I just kind of pictured this big giant wall with some electric fence on the top. I in no way imagined it the way that it was done in the movie, and I wasn't disappointed by that. I was actually really surprised and very pleased by that, because I felt like the wall was very intimidating. It was huge, and you're like, what are those big giant cage thingies on the top half? Yeah, I can't say anything bad about this movie. I really can't. I can't think of anything I didn't like. There was no cringeworthy moments. There was no awkward moments. It had all of the things that make you happy with a movie. It feels like, at least for me, that they got to every scene that was in the book. So I mean, if they did leave something out, it was a very minor scene. And yeah, I'm just so happy with it. I can't emphasize how happy I am with this movie. And yeah, I really look forward to the next one. So yeah, go and see the movie if you haven't seen it, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!